It's fairly easy to get water here. It comes from the taps, so it's not so hard to get the water, but we're very careful in how we use the water.
I'm in jail. I couldn't get out of jail free card and I'm spilling water.
I limit myself to 1 load a day of laundry. I wash 2 or 3 times a week, but with just a small amount of water. I don't use a lot of water. Rinsing things out, I just put them in the dishwasher. Dishwasher saves water, so. To concern the amount of money we spend in a month with the water, it's not such a big part for me. No, there's higher things than that. But we've got water, we don't waste it so much. We don't get it, it's not so bad. It's okay.
أنا حسين يوسف عبد الكريم جيوسي من كور، سكان كور، أملك هوية كور، عندي 8 أطفال مع زوجي وحدي، عايش في هذا البيت، مزارع. أنا مزارع. أنا أملك الدخل تبعي من الأرض يعني ما يقارب 1500 شيكل شهرياً. هسه إحنا هذه البلد ما فيها شبكة مياه، ما في شبكة مياه إطلاقاً، وإحنا بنجمع المي من الشتاء عن ظهر البيت اللي تكفينا شوي، وبعدين إحنا ننجبر إن نشتري المي مشترى من مع التنكات من كفر صون. هسه هذه المي أنا اللي بجيبها صعب إني أستخدمها للزراعة، أنا المي غالية، أنا أستخدمها بس للبيت، الزراعة ما في، لا أقدر أزرع منها إطلاقاً، لا أي نوع من الخضار، لا بندورة ولا كوسة ولا أي شيء، بس لداخل البيت مشان أشرب وأتحمم وأنظف البيت وأطبخ للطبيخ وللحمام. بس هذه أنا غالي المي. هذه المي أنا ثلث الدخل تبعي من الأرض على المي، وشيء مكلف يعني، شيء مرهق يعني، في شيء مرهق جدا جدا يعني، من قوت أولادي يعني، من مصروف أولادي المي.
En Cisjordanie, presque 20% des foyers ne sont pas connectés à un réseau d'eau. Chaque semaine, pour survivre, ils doivent s'offrir les services coûteux de camions-citernes. Le reste de la population, située dans les villes et leurs réseaux vétustes, doit elle aussi pallier l'inconstance de la distribution comme elle peut. Durant l'été, de longues interruptions plongent les habitants dans une crise hydrique et dans l'angoisse d'un quotidien sans eau.
For 90 days we don't have water here. How can we live? We want to live only. What is this? Yani? Simple thing is water.
Can you live without water? One day? 1 hour? Can you live without water? 1 hour? How can we live?
Really, it's a big problem. Nobody answer, nobody listen, nobody do anything for us. What can we do? Really, I am too much worried about them. I cannot stay. For me, I cannot stay. How can they stay? Can I go, take them, all of them with me? They cannot go. My father cannot walk also. How can he go bathroom? They buy clothes. They cannot wash. Their baskets are full of dirty clothes. Really, I am worried about my babies and others. What is this? They cannot make bath. They cannot eat. Wallah, really, from early morning, I didn't give her anything. not have water. How can I boil? How can I wash? How can I do? And everybody, not only me. I am only one person for 2 or 3 days. What about them for 90 days? This place, which is not too much far away from us, only 100 meters.
Come here and see.
But come, only for us, because it is a high place. What is this?
You can't put the camera.
Is it our problem? Where are the responsible?
Where are people?
Where are responsible people? Where are the water authority?
Excuse me. Do you think that water reach our homes every day? Every day like you? No. Or like Israel? No. Now, excuse me. In summer, as 25 days till now, there is no water. Okay? And because of that, all the people here, they were obliged to buy like this and to store the water. Okay?
الدورة 7-8 أيام بس بقول صحيح كلامك صحيح ماشي
ان شاء الله
بفوت عليك
طيب شكرا كثير يعطيك العافيه شكرا كثير
مع السلامة
الله يسلمك
مع السلامة I don't know what to do.
What was his problem? What was his problem?
Not receiving water.
في ناس في الخضر في نفس الحارة تبعتي.
Our main concern during summertime, it's not running an emergency. I believe that it is catastrophe. It is bigger than emergency. Our main problem is, or work is, to call to the people complaints. Imagine a person come and say, I didn't get to the shower for about 5, 6, 1 week. Do you accept that? For sure, I don't accept that. Imagine a person, an official person, goes to his office and he go and wash his face at his office. So this is a problem, and I feel with them, I sympathize with them, but I don't have the capacity to fulfill their needs. Our water does not feed every day. It is we feed areas intermittently. So some areas receive water like 5 days and 16 days. Some people will receive water like 10 hours and 16 days. This is because of our internal network, given that we are in a lack of water, shortage of water.
We want water. We want our rights. We are not asking gold. We are not asking gold. We are asking water.
In every place in the world, water
is this happening in France or in America or in Israel?
Pour les Israéliens, l'eau est aussi une préoccupation. Pourtant, chaque foyer a de l'eau au robinet quotidiennement. Une famille israélienne consomme en moyenne 4 fois plus d'eau qu'une famille palestinienne. En revanche, côté palestinien, il y a pénurie d'eau. De telles disparités frappent, surtout lorsqu'elles se côtoient et partagent un seul et même espace hydrologique. Dans la région, on considère 2 types de ressources naturelles en eau. Les eaux de surface, c'est-à-dire les lacs et les rivières, comme le Jourdain, et les eaux souterraines, c'est-à-dire les aquifères. Si en surface, la ligne verte sépare Israéliens et Palestiniens, ces aquifères, eux, se répartissent sans se soucier des frontières politiques. On dénombre 4 grands aquifères dans la région. D'abord, celui dit côtier pour la bande de Gaza et le littoral israélien. Ceux de l'ouest et du nord, qui se rechargent en Cisjordanie, mais dont les écoulements naturels se font vers Israël. Enfin, celui de l'Est, dont les eaux s'écoulent vers le bassin du Jourdain. Ce dernier est presque en totalité sous le territoire cisjordanien. En plus de ces ressources souterraines, une partie de l'eau alimentant Israël provient d'usines de dessalement sur la côte méditerranéenne, de la réutilisation des eaux usées traitées, ainsi que du détournement des eaux du Jourdain au niveau du lac de Tibériade. En revanche, pour les Palestiniens qui ont un accès limité à ce type de ressources alternatives, l'exploitation des nappes est un enjeu vital. L'eau est extraite par des forages situés de part et d'autre de la frontière. Afin d'alimenter en eau les colonies, certains puits israéliens ont été forés aussi en Cisjordanie. La caractéristique de ces ressources souterraines est qu'elles sont communes à Israël et au territoire palestinien. Comment alors répartir ces eaux souterraines partagées entre deux peuples en conflit depuis plus de 60 ans? Dans un tel contexte hydropolitique, l'eau devient inévitablement un enjeu conflictuel. C'est pourquoi son partage reste un objet de débat au sein du processus de paix. Ce sont donc dans les accords de paix d'Oslo, prévus initialement pour 5 ans, mais qui prévalent toujours depuis 1993, que les principes de gestion de l'eau dans la région ont été établis. L'eau souterraine a été répartie entre les deux pays en fonction des besoins de l'époque.
The amount of water we're getting is the same amount that we got in the day of signature of Oslo 1995. The population has been increased, but the water kept the same, so the per capita has been dropped.
The Oslo or the interim water agreement that we have between us and the Palestinian Authority is an interim agreement how to share water between us, and it was meant to exist for 5 or 6 years until the final, we will reach the final agreement. And the quantities of water that allocated for each party, of course, is not enough today. So, and this is why Israel, as I know, is supplying the Palestinians more water than it should supplies according to the interim peace agreement. But it's not enough. The Palestinians suffers from a lack of water, and they need more water.
So the water available to us, okay, we're taken from the wells. Then we found ourselves as a client to Mikrot. Mikrot is the Israeli company. So because there is severe shortage in water, there is a crisis everywhere, we kept going to the Israeli each year, please, to provide us with more water. So last year, we bought 50 million cubic meter. And people criticizing, how come you purchase your own water? I said, what to do? I'm the Minister of Water here, and I have the responsibility to deliver water. I cannot wait to sign an agreement. I cannot let people die. And on top of that, Oslo, they did give us 118. They promised us with 80s. Then they delayed all the implementation of the projects. You want to drill a well, then they established what's so-called the Joint Water Committee. We have to go through the Joint Water Committees. Each time, whether to drill a well, or to lay down a water network, or to build a reservoir, or to import a pump or a booster, or to import pipe. You cannot do anything unless you go to the Joint Water Committee, you get approval.
En Cisjordanie, chaque construction liée au secteur de l'eau doit en effet être approuvée par une institution mêlant politiciens et techniciens des deux parties, le Joint Water Committee. Mis en place par les accords d'Oslo, ce comité est le lieu de négociation sur la gestion des ressources en eau. C'est en son sein que se joue l'avenir de l'eau de 2,5 millions de Cisjordaniens. Il révèle l'importance de l'eau et de l'assainissement dans les relations tendues entre les deux parties.
We did submit in 1998 a request to drill a well. We got the approval in 2005 from the Joint Water Committee. It took 7 years. The civil administration kept asking us the location, and we kept submitting the location. And each time our location is rejected. Until 2010. The Israelis, the civil administration, gave us a location that we don't want. But they said this is the only location that we can permit to drill your well.
So it's not true that Israel didn't accept it. One of the problems, yes, it's a problem of security. When the contractors want to go with cars and along the roads, they have problems. But whenever you have such a very severe security problems, because Palestinians are putting bombs in the ambulances and so on, so the army has to watch for this and make a lot of difficulties in order to prevent these bombs to reach Israeli settlements.
1998 submitted, 2005 the Joint Water Committee approval, 2010 it took 12 years to drill a well. This is the situation.
The agreement between them and us is such that any water project that is taking place, including projects to purify water, has to receive the dual agreement by them and by us. That is, if we wish to have plants or any project for water, they also have to countersign our project. At the moment, for a variety of political reasons, they do not wish to countersign our projects.
Côté palestinien, l'un des principaux problèmes qui place l'eau au cœur d'une impasse diplomatique est la question des colonies. En effet, la présence de presque 300 000 Israéliens installés au cœur de la Cisjordanie renforce le sentiment d'inéquité dans l'accès à l'eau. Parfois, seulement quelques centaines de mètres séparent colonies israéliennes et villages palestiniens. D'un côté, l'eau manque, de l'autre, sans abonder, sa quantité est suffisante. Aux yeux des habitants de ces implantations, l'eau est israélienne. En réalité, l'eau est en majorité issue des aquifères se situant sous le sol de la Cisjordanie, en partie extraite par les sociétés israéliennes.
When we had decided to supply water, for example, to build new water system to the West Bank, from the Israeli to the West Bank, we usually took into account the Israeli settlements and the needs of the Palestinians according to some criteria that we had. But we always developed the systems in order to supply water to Palestinians and also to Israelis.
The Israeli wells provide drinking water for the Palestinian residents and the Israeli residents, but they provide agricultural water only to the Israelis. So you have an absurd situation where for the long summer months, the Palestinian farmers leave their land because they don't have water, and they have to work in the settlements with the water that is extracted from underneath their own feet.
Israel control over these resources that limits the access and limit the amount available to the Palestinian. This is why Israel is taking all the water and they leave a few drops to the Palestinian. And you ask them, until when you're doing this? And you find a bizarre answer that the lifestyle of the Israeli is different on that of the Palestinian. This is not acceptable. The Israeli is not taking for shower comparing to the Palestinian. The issue is not the lifestyle, the issue is occupation, the issue is control, the issue is water thefting, the issue is this continuous control of the resources, of cutting the Palestinian, reaching the Jordan River, of colonization, of expansion of settlements, of checkpoints, of... This is the problem that we are facing. Water, yes, there's water here, but water is taken by the Israeli, and this is, by the way, why there is a water conflict.
Statu quo. L'attentisme du Joint Water Committee ralentit l'amélioration des conditions d'accès à l'eau potable des Palestiniens. Cette institution est fragilisée par les désaccords fondamentaux des membres qui la composent. Pourtant, en Cisjordanie, la résolution du problème de l'eau semble passer par la normalisation des relations israélo-palestiniennes. Mais cela est-il possible tant que le conflit dure? La bande de Gaza souffre également de stress hydrique. Là-bas, la ressource en eau est suffisante, mais c'est sa qualité qui pose problème. Contrairement à la Cisjordanie, ce ne sont donc pas les négociations au sein du Joint Water Committee ou les colonies qui empêchent l'accès à l'eau.
The water is the main item for sustaining the life of the population in Gaza. Without water, there will be no life in Gaza. As I said, in Gaza there is about 1.5 million population. These are increasing.